House of the Dragon is a prequel to the popular HBO series Game of Thrones, and is set 200 years before the main events, and is based on the book Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin, the same author of the Game of Thrones series. It stars Emma D'Arcy as Rhaenyra Targaryen, who is promoted by her father, played by Paddy Considine, to rule the kingdom after the death of his wife and his unborn son, which proves as a challenge for her, as there has never been a female heir on the high throne, and many others would like to take the throne for themselves, such as her uncle, Daemon, played by Matt Smith. I have never watched Game of Thrones or read the books, so this was completely fresh for me, and I'd say that it's a decent start to a series. It's always different with TV shows. You've always got to think about the fact that there's going to be more of it. So you got to temper your expectations on, how much story is set up or where it's going to end. So, yeah. Of course, this doesn't mean I don't know little things about Game of Thrones. Of course, the series has been out for many years, and I've heard of and seen minor things of it on the internet, such as how bloody it is, how tragic it can be, how adult it can definitely be in many places, and it starts off very strong in all of those topics for this first episode. The opening scene is a great example of that, except at least for the violence part, because there's lots of people getting their hands chopped off. I think they were people that were either deemed criminals or some people like that. I probably should have paid a lot more attention to that, but if you watch the episode or understand the lore a little better, you can correct me in the comments on that opening scene. Yeah, mostly men are getting their hands chopped off. There's one part where a man gets his genitals cut off, mostly from the view of his behind, but it's still pretty gruesome. Not too much standard violence aside from a jousting section later on, where a lot of the contenders are very violent with one another when they're not on their horses. So there's a bit of that, and then there's a scene with the king's wife who is on the verge of giving birth, but she's close to death, so they give her a C-section and cut the baby out, which ends up killing the queen. But it doesn't work in the end because the baby sadly dies. So yeah, there is already quite a bit of violence and death in the show so far, and of course plenty of nudity, most of it in a brothel so far. So there's that. Overall, a solid start to a new series, and I hope to enjoy the rest of it once it comes out every other Sunday, so that'll be fun. I'm going to give House of the Dragon Episode 1 a 7 out of 10. Well, that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you can, and I hope to do more videos on House of the Dragon. So until then, I'll see you next time, and I hope you all have a good day.